Hello, and thank you for stopping by to learn more about the Campus Activities and Programs Office here at UNCG. My name is Meredith Atchison. I use she, her, hers pronouns, and I am the Director of Campus Activities and Programs.
Hi, my name is Kenneth Francis Vaughn, and I serve as the Coordinator of Programs, also working with the Campus Activities and Programs Office.
During this presentation, we're going to share more information about the CAP office and talk about how you can get involved on campus. The mission of the CAP office is to provide students with opportunities to create meaningful relationships, explore interests, and develop a sense of self and an appreciation for their community. CAP is primarily made up of 4 areas consisting of campus activities and programs, student groups, fraternity and sorority life, and the Student Government Association.
Before we move into details of how you can get involved with CAP, take a minute to think about how you want to get involved on campus during your time at UNCG. Have you thought about some of your personal and professional interests? Is there something new that you've always wanted to try? Now may be the time. CAP is here to help you find ways to engage with others as well as achieve your goals for getting involved. As a new student, you may be concerned about finances and how you will manage your money at UNCG. When it comes to CAP events, you won't need to worry about that. All CAP events and programs are student fee funded and free for all UNCG students. Since you are already paying for the programs, you should make sure to make time to check out at least one event or program.
Thanks, Kenneth. As Kenneth mentioned, programs and events are free for all UNCG students, and on average, CAP hosts over 100 events per year. As you can see from the slide, we offer a diverse array of programs, from carnivals to art-based events to dance parties to live performances and more. CAP hosts a variety of events during Rock and Welcome Week, Homecoming, Spartan Family Weekend, and other traditional campus programs. ACE, the UNCG Student Programming Board, does a lot of these programs, and I'm going to talk about them in the next slide. So Activities and Campus Events, also known as ACE, is UNCG's Student Programming Board, which is made up of UNCG students who plan many of the events on campus for all of our students to enjoy. In the past, they have hosted weekday programs such as Minerva's Midday Series, as well as a variety of weeknight and weekend programs. The great thing about ACE is that any UNCG student can join one of ACE's committees, and you don't need to have any previous event planning experience. Follow ACE on social media at UNCG ACE to check out their upcoming events and interest meetings in the fall.
CAP currently works with over 250 student groups at UNCG. There are academic groups, club sports, multicultural organizations, political groups, religious organizations, social groups, and much more. Joining a student group is a great way to find a community here at UNCG with other students who have similar interests as you. Many students have shared with us that joining a student group has had a huge impact on their college experience, and we encourage you to seek out groups early in your time at UNCG. Similar to student groups, fraternity and sorority life at UNCG is another way to find community of students within the larger UNCG student body. There are currently over 20 active chapters for social fraternities and sororities on campus, representing 4 different governing councils. The main pillars of fraternity and sorority life at UNCG are scholarship, leadership, unity, service and legacy, and many of our fraternal organizations are actively involved in the community, leader development, and positively representing the UNCG student body. To learn more about fraternity and sorority life, check out the separate presentation on Canvas with more details and information about UNCG FSL community.
The CAP office also advises the Student Government Association at UNCG. The purpose of SGA is to participate in the overall framework of university governance and to address the interests and concerns of students in the university community through student representation. What this means is that SGA serves as a voice of the student body and is a connection between students and administrators at the institution. SGA consists of various committees and leadership positions that work together to create programs, legislation, dialogues on campus issues, and more. As a new student to UNCG, you can get involved in SGA starting in the fall semester. Each fall, SGA hosts special elections for freshman senator positions and other positions that may be open within SGA at the time. To stay informed of all things SGA, follow them on Instagram at UNCG SGA 98. So now that we've talked about some of the main areas in CAP, you may be wondering how you can get connected to some student groups and fraternities and sororities and learn more about events happening on campus. The best resource to find these opportunities is through Spartan Connect at spartanconnect.uncg.edu. Spartan Connect is the main database to find all the information you need to get involved on campus. Once you go onto Spartan Connect and you can log in, on this screen you will see the various tabs available. First up is the Events tab, where you can see a list of all the upcoming programs offered by ACE, student groups, fraternities and sororities, and SGA, as well as programs hosted by other offices and departments at UNCG. You can also check out the full list of student groups, including fraternities and sororities, by clicking on the Organizations tab. You can filter by type of group, search for a general word. So say if you're interested in music, you could type in music to see which groups would show up that have that listed as one of their interests. And you can also search for a student group by name. So if you've heard of a student group that you know exists here, you can type in their name specifically and you can find that in the system. Also from the homepage, you can see your memberships and check out your co-curricular transcript, settings, and more. In order to have full access to all of the available information, you will need to log in with your UNCG login information. If you find a student group that you are interested in joining, you can check out their page. From here, you'll be able to see a description of the group, their contact information, any upcoming events, a group roster, and more. You can also request to join the group by clicking on the blue join button as highlighted on the slide. If you go to the Events tab, you'll be able to search for events by name or by type of event that you might be looking for. You can also filter for date, theme, categories, and one good tip is that you can filter by which events offer free stuff or free food, which is always helpful to know for students. Spartan Connect is a great resource for a lot of information related to involvement, but if you want quick access to events and an overview of student groups, you can download the CORQ app. This app is tied to Spartan Connect and will have all of the information about student groups, but it's right in your hand and it's easy to filter, again, by those similar topics or to add events to your calendar, RSVP to events, or just save events for future. So if you're scrolling through, you see some events that you might be interested in a few months, you can add those to your list and then they'll remind you to check that back out. And another tip for CORQ as well is that in order to see everything and all the events open to all students, you will need to log in to the app using your UNCG credentials.
Alrighty, thank you so much for taking the time to check out the Campus Activities and Programs Office at UNCG, and we hope to see you soon. You can find more information about our office on our website at cap.uncg.edu, the top floor of the Elliott University Center, by emailing us questions at capso@uncg.edu, and on social media at UNCGCap. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. Thank you again, and go Spartans.